Yo YouTube, what is going on, my wicked and wonderful people? You know what time it is, Sunday evening, and it's time for you guys to seriously level up your trading game. Sunday evening, the best night of the week, preparing yourself for the best day of the week. How could it not be Monday morning if you're a trader? Well, what are we going to go through today? Guys, I understand that a lot of you are struggling with your trading, or you guys are looking to level up your trading. When I was going through my journey, people, there were so many things that I was doing wrong which I didn't even know that I was doing wrong. Just some little tips I could have got nudged in the right direction, and then I would have accelerated my trading a million times over. So we all know that emotions and psychology is literally the pinnacle factor why you're going to be successful and not. But if you guys don't have a grip on some technical analysis stuff that could make you, make your trading a lot better, then no psychology in the world is going to help you. So listen to what I'm about to tell you in this video. Understand that these are some things that you could eliminate from your trading today, but you're gonna need the emotional capability to be able to carry them out. Okay, so we're gonna go through a lot of mistakes that I made, and we're gonna give you solutions on what you can do to level up your trading. So let's hope and see how many of these mistakes you're making and see if you can eliminate them. Okay then, so let's kick it off then. One of them that I did is that I was entering moves way too late. Okay, now as a beginner trader, you don't really probably understand that you're entering moves late. Why? Because you don't really have that experience. Because every single person is telling you that you got to follow your plan, you can't deviate, so you backtest a load of trades. And now you're forward testing, or you're entering, trading with a small account, and you're trying to follow your plan so perfectly, right? And some of the trades are losing, and you don't realize you're entering super late, and all you're doing is just following your plan diligently. So how do we go about this? Okay, let's say for whatever reason you are trading on the 15-minute time frame, or even you're trading on the 1 hour time frame. Let's just give you a very simple example. Okay, let's say for whatever reason, okay, you've defined this as your direction. Okay, you see the market's going down, so you want to take some sells. Okay, and let's, for this instance, right, let's not really care about key levels or anything like that. Let's just stick to the focus, which is entering late. Okay, so if you are looking at a move, okay, and you can see something like this where price is going down and down and down, and it keeps on going. Okay, let's just say it keeps on going right now. Let's say for whatever reason, okay, you've decided that you wanted to get into this move around by here. Okay, granted that price could probably just still be pushing down and down, and as I say that, it's probably going to be, okay, there we go. Okay, let's say for whatever reason now we got to 12:20. Okay, look at the time. Okay, we have been going down from 4 a.m. all the way to this time without anything. Now, if you think that this is a good place to take retest like trades off, you probably wouldn't be wrong. But just consider how much time has gone. You weren't able to enter by here. You weren't able to enter, by here on these breakouts. You weren't able to enter there. So you've got so many opportunities that you've missed. And now you want to take a trade right by here. Okay, I'm just saying it's just a little bit late. Okay, you got to understand also when you're trading into the New York session, all of this is now profit. Okay, this by here is all this profit getting taken. So just consider that. If you're looking at a market, if you're looking at the structure of the market, you're thinking is it a little bit overextended, then do you know what? It probably is. You don't want to get caught out in all this bollocks by here. Okay, you want to be able to get in early on the move, and guess what? You got another day to trade. Okay, you simply have another day to trade, so don't worry about it. And that's going to bring us on to the second point, okay, which was thinking that I needed to trade every day. Okay, the truth of the matter is that I do not, and you guys do not need to trade every day. Okay, what you guys need to do is understand what your A grade setups look like. And if you guys haven't seen that yet, then go through all of your data, look at all of those banging trades that you've taken. Now, go through all your data, okay, and see if those appear in your losses. Now, you're going to have some of them that appear in your losses, but you're looking for those A-grade setups where this ticks off, that ticks off, this ticked off. Some of the trades, they win, but they don't look like these A-grade setups, okay? Take those A-grade setups and then just literally see if you can eliminate every single trade that isn't that, I bet you that your results in your strategy would probably increase. Okay, if you can just scout out getting those really good trades, then you don't need to worry about all this mess. Even if your strategy said that, well, I got to sell when price gets to here and does whatever. Okay, because you are looking for those A grade setups, you don't have to trade every day. Just know that you are sticking the odds massively in your favor if you're able to say no. And you know what? So what if you took a trade here and it goes down to take profit? So what if you wanted to say, your strategy said don't take buys. Sorry, your A grade setup said don't take buys and you took buys and they actually went up. Don't care about that, because your data is showing you that if you're patient enough, then don't go for it. Just think of it this way. If you're going to buy a gift for someone, do you want to spend your gift on something that's just crap? That may be something that they'd enjoy, maybe not. Or do you want to give them the best thing you possibly could? Kind of think of it like that. Notice that, sure, maybe I got a lot of setups. I can probably reduce those. And you know what? Once you find those A-grade setups, just have the patience to not trade every single day. Okay? The next thing that I wasn't really paying attention to was the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. Okay, now I've said in loads of videos that you really don't need to trade like 4 hour, 1 hour, daily, weekly. If you want to just do 5 minute, then trust me, you can absolutely do 5 minute only. However, if you've been finding out that you're just like taking a bunch of trades and they're losing and you can't understand why this consistently really isn't playing out, if you're not looking at the 1 hour and the 4 hour, then I would massively implore you to go and do that. Okay, so how can we use the 1 hour and the 4 hour in our trading? Well, let's just look at the examples individually and then we can talk about how you can use them together. You don't need to use them together, but I'll give you a little bit of information. I'll give you a little bit, this, that, and the third. Okay, I'll give it to you again. So I've had a coffee, I'm a little bit excited. But right, so what you're basically going to look at on the 4 hour, okay, you want to look at the overall trend. You don't want to be kind of looking too far to the left. Just kind of look at what price has been doing, okay? You can see that we've had this, consolidation by here. We've got this consolidation by there. And once you kind of realize that, okay, price is just in this big old range, okay? Then what you want to pretty much do is just mark out any key levels that you feel like price could, give you some problems. In my opinion, when you're in a ranging market, these retest levels don't matter. What you really want to be looking out for are sort of these recent highs and lows, okay? So what you guys probably would have done in the past, okay, was wake up and take some sales by here without even realizing that you're at this 4 hour support level, okay? So I know price kind of did react to that, but let's just see if it goes up or down, okay? So what you do is when you look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you're basically watching out for those key levels. You're trying to find the overall direction and you just don't want to get caught in some shitty stuff, okay? If you're trading the 4 hour, if you're trading the 5 minute time frame and you don't know where price is going and you see price do this reaction by here and you're wondering why all your trades, are just not working, then you might be taking your trades at these levels where price is likely to bounce from. Here is a tip, guys. If at any point you have seen the 4 hour react to any kind of any kind of level and has created this wick, that's a key level, bro. Simply put, that is a key level, okay? If price has, literally, if it's left one wick, that's a key level. But you have to kind of be, you have to be a bit reasonable with it. You can't look at this tiny wick and be like, okay, that's a key level. Has to be legit, like this is a key level, that's a key level. Okay, so just watch out for those. So on the 1 hour, it's pretty much the same thing, but you're going to be paying attention to these. You're going to be seeing some key levels that you want to be paying attention to. They're going to be coming up a bit more. Okay, so whilst you've marked out this structure, you don't have to stick to it. It's not like you have to take buys when price is by here. And it doesn't mean you have to take sells when price is there, because as you can see, price is just pinged off to the top. But what you do is that you basically see, okay, I've got this key level by here. Okay, I can see it, I can recognize it, it's there. Is it going to give me any problems? Same by here, because what if price pushed up by here and then fell downwards? What if price pushed up by here, okay, and then wanted a tank, okay? So you need to be very aware of that. Now, one little tip that you guys can do when you get to these 1 hour levels, if you're really confident that price is going to be traveling upwards, then here's what you do. If you're trading the 5 minute or the 15 minute, then what you simply do is, let me go ahead and make that a little bit clearer. Let's mark this out as our key level. right? Because we can see that the price has reacted a little bit, but what's the 5 minute saying? Okay, we go down by here, right? We can see these wick rejections on the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and take that away. So there we go, something like this, okay? We can see that, okay? But what's the 5 minute telling you? You're not going to just sell right by here because the 5 minute hasn't given you any inclination that it's going to, it wants to go down. If that's what your worry is when you come to these 1 hour levels and you're seeing the wick rejections, like price hasn't told you it wants to go down in the 5 minute time frame. So if you wanted to sell by there, it's not enough to sell by there. You have to simply wait for price to break these levels or start doing structure like this. Then you can start to gather the information and say, do you know what? I'm looking at the evidence and I can see that price is starting to go down. When it's just coming up like this and it's just rejecting on the 1 hour, right? You've got no evidence. And guess what? Price goes up. So what you could potentially do in a situation like that is say, okay, I can see the 1 hour wick projections. I've already entered my buy position around by here. Okay, maybe you wanted to, you entered by there or whatever. You've seen that 1 hour key level. And now you're going to say to yourself, well, do you know what? If price breaks lower, okay, then I'm going to exit the trade. But if it wants to go up, then it wants to go up. I'm not saying you have to just buy at resistance levels or sell at support. I'm just saying use these 1 hour levels as guides, okay? Because what you guys don't really want to be doing is taking your trades, right? You don't want to be taking a buy right by here, okay? And it just kind of completely spunks down. You don't want to be taking a buy by here and it completely spunks down and you're wondering, why is it every single time I take a trade, it goes straight to stop loss? Well, you're probably not being mindful of the 1 hour and the 4 hour key levels, okay? What's the next thing that I wanted to point out? Kind of like it's all kind of just flowing together, okay? Is lower time frame structure shifts, okay? So what this entails is pretty much more often than not, you guys, and definitely myself in the past, have taken trades on the 5 minute or the 50 minute or heck, even the 1 minute when it hasn't really told me that it wants to go in my direction. And the reason why I take those trades is something like this, okay? I will say, okay, my strategy is I wait for a rejection on the 1 hour to see a key level. And then what I do is I go ahead and scout some kind of a double top. Okay, boom, I can see my double top right by there. I wait for price to come in. It gives me this little bit of rejection. And guess what? Like I took my sell by here. Cool, it's rejected. Put my stop loss up by there. And boom, guess what happens? It's a stop loss. Okay. So what you need to do in a situation like this, right? When I say wait for the structure shift, is simply wait for price to come and break its trend. Yeah, its trend. Did I say that correctly? Okay, let's keep on going, okay? Let's keep on going. And I'll literally just trade that exact same way to give you a clear example, okay? Let's say for whatever reason now, let's keep on going. Awesome. Okay, let's use this as an example. Let's say for whatever reason now, I'm expecting price to rise, okay? I'm expecting price to rise. What does the 5 minute look like? Okay, so instead of taking my buys right by here, it's probably going to go ahead and do that, rise up now. There we go. Okay. Well, instead of waiting for price to rise by here, I want to see the shift. Okay, I want to see price give me what it wants to give. Now, I definitely can see that we do have this key level by here. And why is it a key level? Because we got lots of rejection by here. So I am conscious that this may potentially just, fall, but I want you guys to basically just see the power of waiting a little bit, okay? And as price came up there, it did actually push down, okay? So before you take any kind of positions, this could be a good one to do. Okay, cool. So let's say, for example, now we're expecting price to go down, okay? Are we simply going to sell right by here? No, we're not. Why? Because we haven't seen any evidence from the 5 minute that is telling us it wants to go down. Okay, what's the evidence right now? The evidence is that price is pushing up. Okay, it broke over by here, came up, now it's pushing upwards. Okay, it's doing this little thing by there. Okay, so the very simple thing that we're going to do is basically just wait to see what price does around by here. It's going to tell us now, does it want to go up? Okay, or does it want to go down? Okay, and how are we going to find that out? Well, we're simply going to wait for price to break out at the top or the bottom. Damn, trading can be so simple sometimes, like it just is the simplest job in the world. Okay, cool. So it broke above. So we're kind of thinking to ourselves, well, do you know what? Hang on a minute. What is it doing? Hang on a minute. Is that broken? There we go. So this is now credence for a trade. Do you see what I'm saying? You've got the rejection on the 1 hour, you've waited for the 5-minute shift, you go ahead and stick your stop loss right by there, you go for a nice little 1-to-1, simple, yada yada yada, sabayabidabidu. I don't even know what the bloody hell I'm saying. Could you go on for more here? You get my drift. Obviously, you know, this could have done whatever, but if you want to put your stop loss up by there, put your stop loss by there, that's the whole thing. But this is what I'm trying to say to you guys, okay? Wait for that structure shift. And you can actually see that price respected the 5-minute structure, okay? It's still going down. So, you know, oh, there we go, news. So that is it. Let me go ahead and give you one more. What is a very interesting one that I could give you? Do you know what? I'm going to just be real with you guys. This has nothing to do with the strategy no more. Do you know what I genuinely had the biggest problem with? Is that I don't think I really understood trading, okay? I didn't really understand what the nature of trading is. And all I'm going to do now is speak to you for about 5 minutes. And I'm pleading with you guys to just listen to me. We've got the Skyrim Lo-Fi. Hope you guys noticed that. It's banging track. You guys should go and listen to it. So good, okay? And we're going to just have a real deep session right now. When I was trying to get funded and I was trying to make my way into this trading game, the biggest mistake that I made was finding some kind of strategy, go ahead and testing it for a little bit, finding out it worked, and then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row and suddenly think that the whole world is falling out my arse, and now my whole thing's gone to shit. I need to put trading there. Okay? And you know what would also happen? Is that I would get belief in my strategy, and then I would still, for some reason, go down to that max drawdown. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, I've got my strategy. I've got my thing. It's tested. Why am I taking all these losses? Why is it going down to minus 10%? Why am I going to daily drawdown? Why am I like failing all the time? Why am I such a shit trader? Why am I such a shit person? And this is like the saddest thing that I saw in myself, or I see in other traders, is that they're letting their trading results dictate their ability. Because the truth of the matter is, guys, almost all of you, I would say all of you, are probably phenomenal traders. Like, you are really, really, really good traders. But you're letting the market and you're letting these prop firms think that you're crap. Okay? Here's what trading is all about, guys. Every single person who has a tested, like proven strategy is able to make money in the game. The difference between those guys who are making loads of money and the guys who seem to be kind of making a little bit of money, going into the drawdown, making a little bit of money, is the fact that they simply have a better strategy than you. But it does not mean that you're not able to make money, okay? The reason why everybody at every level is able to make money with a strategy that works is because over time, you will be able to get those wins. The market is really, really weird. I don't really understand why or how, but market conditions change. Your strategy will not work sometimes. Some weeks will be amazing, some weeks will be shit, some days will be boring, some days will be exciting. But the difference between the winners and the losers is that the winners stay consistent and the losers change it up. Because that you're not going in line with what the market is like you're meant to be doing with the market. When I say you don't understand what trading is, what I'm saying is, yeah, I didn't understand what trading is, and many of you probably don't understand really what trading is all about. It's simply a game of wins and losses, and in order to make money, you just have to be consistent. You just have to be consistent and be able to get over those shit times, and the way that you do that is through risk management. Because you're gonna take hits from the market, I promise you. But if you're able to manage your risk, and eventually you will get out of those slumps and you will make money. I promise you. It may take time, but that's something you gotta have to submit to. I promise you guys, you save this video, watch it in 2025, stick to one strategy for the whole year, and you will be able to make money. If you're consistent. You'll go through some shit periods, you'll go through some amazing periods, you'll have a shit week, you'll have a shit month, you might have a shit 2 months, you might do whatever. But if you're consistent, then you'll make money. And how do you get to that point where you're going to make loads of money? Well, guys, you got to constantly want to improve. You're not going to get to that stage where you see those influencers or those traders making a shit ton of money unless you yourself are not putting in the work that they're putting in. They didn't just sit around here waiting for some strategy to fall on their ass. They grafted for years building strategies. I grafted for years to get to where I am, and I'm not even in the place that I want to be. But I know I'm going to get there because all I'm committed to is constant self-discovery and constant self-improvement and constant adaptation. That's it. If you're constantly striving to get better, you will get better. And with trading, all you got to understand is that it's a game of wins and losses. And if you be consistent, you'll make money. And the way that you make money after some bad periods is just some draw. It's just some risk management. That is it, guys. I promise you. Take heed to what I am saying, young people, because this information will completely revolutionize how you trade, and I promise if you follow it correctly, it can revolutionize your entire life. But guys, that is me. I'm out for this one. If you like the video, drop a like, drop a comment, give me a subscribe. Please, I'm begging you a little bit. I'm not on my knees, but I'm pleading with you now. Do you know what? We ain't going to go there. We're going to say, guys, you know what? You subscribe if you want to subscribe. Like the video if you want to like the video. Don't leave a comment if you don't want to. But just know this. I love and appreciate every single one of you who's watched my videos, and all I want to do is get better for you guys. So whatever content you want to see, whatever information you want me to give, whatever education you want to learn, you just let me know and I'll be there to deliver it, guys, because I got 4 years of experience in this game, and I ain't claiming to be no guru, but I'm claiming to be someone who's been through all the shit that you've been through, and I know exactly how to get out, and I know exactly how to make you all trading successes. So put your trust in me, guys. I promise you, I'm going to get every single person watching this video to where they want to be. I don't care where it is. Profitability, consistent profitability, 100k months. Yes, I said it, 100k months. If that's what you want, you can get there. Because let me tell you this, the answer is not in the charts. The answer is completely and utterly inside yourself. I promise you that. But that's me, I'm logging off. Take heed to that information, because I promise you it will change your life. Take care, my friends. Have a good Sunday.